Hi guys, Roxanne here from Tiny Home Living. I haven't done much video in the last week or so since I got my cast off my ankle, and I've missed a lot of good footage of Hazel and her chicks. They're actually free-ranging with all the other chickens now, so the teenagers and Hazel and her chicks are all out and about with all the other hens, so that's going really well as far as integrating them. I'm just distracted. I'm keeping an eye on Sadie. She's going all the way around the sea container because a couple of the chickens are coming her way. Rusty attacked her really badly again last week, so she's really scared now. Anyway, I'm trying to hold the camera steady, but I'm distracted. But today Chris is going to cut all the big spinach. Look at, she came all the way around to go in the door. I've left it open for her. Chris is bringing me the spinach plants, and I'm going to cut them off the stems and just the leaves and harvest as much as we can because we're trying to do some little things. Some of the peas, we've actually been eating some of the peas. They're so gigantic. And we've eaten some already, and so we're going to try and pick some and blanch them. Last night we got some Saskatoons picked off the bushes that we didn't know were on the property. They're huge. There's Saskatoons everywhere, and it was actually the neighbor that told us. He must be laughing at us city folk. Anyway, gonna get the spinach harvested today and throw the plants. I looked online or in my book at saving the seeds, and I don't even understand what they're talking about. So again, seed saving, definitely not my forte. I have a lot to learn. But gonna get the greenhouse watered after this. Got to do some laundry, but really getting the spinach harvested and washed is the priority for today. I already washed the Saskatoons that we picked last night, and there are millions left on the bush that aren't ripe yet. So that's doing great, and I might go out later and show you the orchard and some updated video of the orchard. Yesterday I finished trimming the tomatoes again. I'm using a stool now because the tomatoes I think grew a foot after that first trimming that I did right after my surgery. So everything's growing great, and we're trying to do a little bit so that everything isn't ready at once. So I'm gonna do spinach right now. So don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share this video with your family and friends. We really appreciate it. Look at those crazy chickens. They've got a couple of holes dug there now. Like, they have all this land. They've destroyed all the ground here and in between the chicken run and the garden and everywhere else, and they have to go and dig holes here now too. My goodness. When we move the sea containers around, though, the two sea containers are going to go here. So the one with the door will go on that side. They're going to swing right around. And the other one will go here. So that little greenhouse will be out back. And I think what we're going to do is put this fire pit and the chairs and the picnic table out back too, so that it's a little bit more of a private area. So that'll be nice too. But yeah, crazy chickens. I think I'm going to go water the stuff in the greenhouse now too. Well, I'm going to wash this first and get it cooking. I think Chris is going to cook it on the outside so it doesn't heat up the house inside. Well, it didn't look like that much spinach in the bowl, but I weighed it and it's 3 pounds 10 ounces in spinach, so almost 4 pounds of spinach. And we got lots more in the garden, so I'm going to wash this really good and then cook it up and divide it up. I'm not sure how much I'll put in packages, but I might just divide it into 4. And I'll have it for spinach when I want to make spinach, because that's usually when I go and buy frozen spinach. So I'll get a bunch more tomorrow and I'll be happy. I guess the thing I liked most about this spinach, and it does look like a lot now, is that when I buy stuff at the grocery store, of course I always wash it, but I'm never sure that I'm getting it clean enough or that there haven't been bugs in it or whatever. So I actually like being able to harvest this myself because I know it hasn't been sprayed with anything. There aren't any chemicals. I mean, we're surrounded by basically coyotes and cattle that are out on pasture. So there's nobody planting or spraying anywhere near us. So that's the other thing that I like about doing this, is that I don't have to worry about what I'm eating being, you know, sprayed with anything or trying to wash it off. And I don't think a lot of pesticides do wash off. They're either in the soil or they're in the plant. So it's kind of nice. I guess, you know, it would cost me a lot more if I was buying this, you know, labeled organic. And of course our friends mentioned that they've seen what some people call organic in other countries. And of course, you know, a lot of people don't believe that you're really getting organic fruit or veggies. So, and some have seen it for themselves. So this is truly organic. It doesn't have any chemicals or pesticides or anything on it, and no bugs thrown in because it's processed by somebody that doesn't really care. So just getting the best of it and harvesting the absolute best, pesticide-free and organic. So I've got my spinach in the pot. I'm just going to go check my canning book to see how much time I need to blanch this for. And of course somebody's at the door wanting out again. I'll go check on that and be right back. So I'm going to check tonight, but I think I'm going to take this basil plant and that one. You can't tell, but there's 3 peppers in there and they need room to grow. So I'm taking that huge plant and this one, and I'm going to harvest them. And I just read too that these seeds that you pinch off and throw away have more flavor than the whole plant. So I'm going to use them in pesto, I think, too. I might do some pesto. But look at the ginger. There's a little tiny one coming up over there too. 2 coming up in here. I think 1 there. And then this one, it looks like grass coming up, but I think it's pretty much ginger. And that, I think, is the first ones that came up. Still don't see anything coming in this one. But at least I'm getting something. And look at these crazy Hascat plants. That's got to be close to 2 feet in growth now. Lots of jalapenos on the little twiggy plant. These peppers are getting huge. One thing I just wanted to mention, I saw on a video, it said to cut the tops off the plants when they got to be about 6 inches high. So I tried it on 2 out of 3 to see if I could see the difference. And what the difference was, you see how there's all kinds of new growth coming out of each leaf? That's what happened with this one. And it didn't happen with this one because I didn't cut it. No, this one did. This one I didn't do. So you can see how there's no new growth at each stem on this one. But this one ended up with all new growth at every single leaf. So I did the same thing over here. Oh, I can't show you because the plant, you can't even see it. But I'm going to harvest my basil while it's looking nice, and then you'll be able to see those pepper plants too. But these are all my bell peppers in here and in here. And then this one here is the cayenne. So they're starting to get blossoms now. So I just thought I'd mention that. I saw that on somebody else's video, to cut the top off the pepper plants when they get to be about 6 inches tall. So I wanted to see why for myself. So I didn't do this one and I did the other 2, and then I could easily see the difference as soon as, well, within days I could see the difference. And look at this tomato plant. It looks like a stick. It's got lots of blossoms on it. Lots of blossoms on these tiny ones too. The herbs are all doing good. So let's go look at the apple trees. Same with this Hascat plant. Crazy growth on it. Wow. I mean, they were like 6-inch tall plants. This one, and that one was a little taller. These are the ones I got at the Hascat farm last year. They're looking a little mangy, but they did at the end of last year too. Now look at the size of some of these apples, and I thinned this tree a lot. That one behind is huge, but look at this tree. It's just loaded. Even this branch has like one apple. And that whole branch there is all new growth. So this tree has about, I'd say 16 to 18 inches. But look at this branch here. Chris has got it propped up with this piece of wood here because it was so heavy. And like I said, I thinned this a lot. But yeah, pretty big so far. And we're a long ways away from apple season, so yeah, look at this. They're just loaded. Crazy. And look at this this tree here, and this one are the ones, where's my finger? There, that I pruned so much they just look like sticks. But look how fluffy they've gotten from the pruning. And the miniature cherry tree, it turns out, is just the perfect height for chickens. And my cherries are all gone. I thought I might actually get one pie out of that, but my battery died, so Chris had another one in his pocket. So look at this. I mean, these branches here are all new growth. So this tree literally has about 2-foot branches all out of every single big branch. So that is a massive amount of growth. So we didn't get cherries this year, but like look at where this one stopped. You've got 2 branches that are like 2 feet long coming out of the top of that one. So, and every branch, well, this one split 3 ways and has 3 branches. So that one 3 ways as well. So just a massive amount of growth on this little cherry tree. So these apples were much smaller, but again, there's just tons. Chris has got this, he put this new big plank here, and then he's got sticks holding all the separate branches because they were just bent right over. This one doesn't have anything. Oh yeah, there's some string holding it here. But these apples were small when we got the tree, and they turned bright red. I think I mentioned this before, but they turned bright red, and I combined them with some other apples, and it made my apple jelly a beautiful pink color, and then I cooked it with cinnamon sticks. So, but every branch is just absolutely loaded. That one out there too, with apples. So this is just, and then look at the growth on this branch, the 2 branches going up. That's another 2 feet of growth there. That Battleford tree is a little scruffy looking. I had to prune quite a bit off it, but it got a lot of new growth and leaves and everything. So, all in all, I'm pretty happy. Even the little stick tree here looks pretty good. It's got all new leaves and branches and everything after I pruned it. So that's awesome. So I'm going to give Chris the camera so he can go show you this, the zucchini. It's starting to go crazy.
This is the zucchini patch out at the back. We've got a few zucchini starting there. The one coming straight up with that flower on the end, and there's one behind it. And I noticed when I was trimming them today, there's another plant that has them. But they're coming along nicely. These ones were the first ones we planted, and then the chickens came in and ate all the seeds from the other ones, so I replanted. And they're all coming up nicely, so they shoot up so quick too, so pretty soon we'll have too many zucchinis.
Now look at the size of this apple and these ones. And these. This is crazy. This one. That one over there, you can see all the apples are turning orange. That had the most apples on it, but this one had none last year. And again, look at the growth. This branch here is new. So from there all the way up to there is a new branch. This is split into 2 new branches. New branch off of here. New branch there. New branch off of here going up through. But look what I just realized. This tree is listing so badly. Look at, it needs to be pulled way back here. The weight of these apples are literally pulling the tree right over. And again, look at this branch. That's a new branch. But if I pull it, the weight of these apples is literally pulling the tree right over. So Chris has gone to go get one of those, oh my goodness, one of those steel rods to pound in right now and support this tree. Like he put some string to hold the branches there, but these apples have gotten much bigger, and they're incredibly heavy. You can just feel the weight when you pull this back of all the apples on here. And again, that branch there is all new growth. This one here is all new growth. So we've got about 2 feet of growth on this little tree too, all the branches. But I just can't believe these apples. My mom always used to say, how do you like them apples? I thinned this one too. And they're just massive. I should have I'm pretty sure I should have thinned them more. But Chris didn't want to thin them at all. But I think this branch here, it's so hard to do this because I got my crutches, but this branch here is supposed to go straight up in the air. So this is supposed to be the top of the tree pointing up in the air. That's pretty scary. I'm glad we came and looked at this because I haven't been out here. Holy moly. Yeah, that there is the top of the tree that's supposed to be pointing straight up. So Chris has got steel pipe in the ground, and then this long piece of bamboo is the one that we took out of the Gloria tree. And so this is tied here to the bamboo that was originally with that tree. So that straightened it right up. And now he's just going to pull those branches up to secure them up higher. So it's supporting the weight of those 2 branches there.
They're not going higher because it's too spindly.
Yeah, and it's sort of a Y or something, isn't it? Looks like a piece got broken off the top, probably by the deer. And of course we kept all these sticks and everything that some people might burn, but not me. I never expected like 2 feet of growth on these trees in 1 year though. I'm pretty lucky. So that's that one all secured. And like Chris said, shut me up. I think this tree would have broken right off if these apples got much bigger, especially with the winds we get. So it's nice and tight and secure now. So that's good. And he's eaten the one that fell on the ground. Must be a little sour. Unbelievable. Sadie and I are gonna have a snack, aren't we, sweetie? Do you want some peas? You like peas, don't you? Yes. I've got some nice big ones for you. Yeah, you like that. Don't you, sweetie? You love peas. Come behind you. Good girl. Did you get them all? Yeah, I'll get some more. Oh, there's one. We're gonna give the nice big ones. Don't bite my fingers, you little turd. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. One over there. Good girl. One over there. That's under your belly, silly. Look, sweetie. You like that, don't you? She loves carrots too. Cauliflower, anything crunchy. Wanted to get a little bit of video of Hazel and her 2 chicks because I haven't gotten much of them at all since they were born right before my surgery. There's my favorite one. Little chicken's little chicken. So you can see we've got the purple rings on that nest. That's one of the bully chickens chasing one of the juveniles out of the little pen here. They're starting to get their spots for the night. Hazel usually goes right in the middle and then pecks at everybody. Look at her looking up. You gotta go on this one first, sweetie. You should know that. Look at her. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. Like, we got the rings on these guys just in time because you can hardly tell the difference between the ones with the purple rings and the ones with the red, which are the original chickens. The purple are the ones, Ruby's chicks. Oh, I missed that. It's like, come on, Mama, you can do it. Oh, look. Is that little chicken on one of them? No, that's a regular chicken. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at Hazel still trying to figure out what to do there. You gotta come over this way, sweetie. Okay. Oh, the babies know how to do it. Oh, good girl. That's the way to do it. Yeah, now don't go right in the middle again. Oh, she goes right in the middle and then she bullies everybody that comes on either side of her. I think we need to start trying to get these guys to go in the chicken coop at night. They're pretty much full size and I think they need to get into the habit of going in this little door into the coop. But I've been missing out on a lot of footage, but they've been going out every day and they mingle with all the other chickens and they go up here, up the side of the garden, and they have a spot up at the front by the Saskatoon bushes where they all congregate and they all have a little hole and they all cuddle each other. Oh, look at that. Hazel's by the wall tonight. And the chicks aren't underneath her tonight. They've been going underneath her still, which is pretty funny because they're getting pretty big. So maybe that's a better spot for her. And then anybody that comes close, the chicks are by the wall. And then she'll just peck at anybody that comes close enough. Oh, look at these guys getting into fisticuffs. I think that's a hen fighting with hers. Oh, look at Hazel. Going and pecking at them. Oh, she's going to park herself right in the middle again. Silly chicken. Oh my goodness. And they're all still looking up. I had Chris put a third one. Oh, Hazel. For Pete's sake, you can't have the whole roost to yourself. Is she going to try and go on top of the baby? She is. She wants them to go underneath her, I guess. Like I said, I've been missing out a lot. Oh, no, she's just going to go beside them. Well, isn't that cute? You can hear Sadie screeching. She does that every time we go out of the house now. So you can see how big these guys are. Oh, I've got some oil that I'm going to put on Rusty's neck. Look at the poor baby. The girls peck at it. Put some tea tree oil on his neck. Chris is just laughing at the way his head... Chris moves his body and his head stays there. It's pretty funny. I'm going to try putting this tea tree oil on the girls that have the bare spots on their wings too. So Chris is just going to try and catch them when they're not paying attention. And look at Hazel's got the babies beside her.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Well, and then she went back over to the middle and pecked at everybody, as if that's still her spot. Yeah, I'm gonna try and get some tea tree oil on the girls' bald spots on their wings, since I obviously can't put the apron on. If you saw the video, when I put the apron on the one that was the worst, Rusty and the other girls attacked her really viciously. So that's not gonna work. I think that one's a rooster right there. And I think maybe that one. I'm gonna have to get a picture of Hazel. That's the first time I've seen her sleep without them under her. They're just too big. Chris is trying to get them while they're in the roost. It's time for them to go to bed, so it's easier to get them when they're in there. Oh, there we go. Is that Betty or the other one? That's the other one. Okay, let's see if we can put some oil on her bald spot. I think this is the one that
Maybe on her head too.
Oh yes, her poor little bald head. I know you didn't like that, did you, sweetie? Yeah. Rusty's like, you smell like me now. Kind of weird. So cute. I gotta get pictures of the new sleeping arrangements. The one by the wall is already asleep. Well, it was. So cute. So he's got one more chicken to get, and that's Betty. That has the bald spots on her wings. Oh, that's not going so well. Lots of wings flapping and dirt flying. Oh dear. Is it the right chicken? All I could see is wings flapping, and oh, maybe she's the one I already put some on, because this is sort of scabbed over. So we'll have to try and get the other one done again. I'll leave it. They don't like it on their head. I think it might get in their eyes, and I'm not sure what that would do. Well, that's them done anyway, and I got Rusty's neck done. So I'll have to try and get the other girl tomorrow. Yeah. Not impressed at all. Now he turned the light out again, so they'll all start going to sleep. I'm gonna try and get close to Hazel so I can see her babies up close. Hi, Hazel. Oh, I know, I'm not gonna get any closer. I don't want you to peck my feathers like you do with the other chickens, you little devil. Hers look really just like most of the down is gone, and they're just little mini versions of these guys now. Aren't you, sweeties? Eh? Mama's got you by the wall so she can protect you. Yeah, you're all fluffed up. They were both facing this way a minute ago. We're just discussing Chris taking these guys one at a time and going and putting them on the roosts in the coop tonight to see what happens. Once it's dark and they can't see in there, these guys will just blend in. So we're kind of thinking maybe, because that's what we did with WP and Little Chicken. And I learned in that book that Rita gave me that chickens can't see in the dark. So when Chris was taking them in and putting them in there when it was dark out, the other chickens didn't realize, so they just woke up together. Here's my hen. Here's my little henny that I need a name for, other than Little Chicken's Little Chicken. You're a big girl now. You're gonna give me eggs in 3 months. Yes. See, these guys are all getting ready to, oh, some of them are sleeping already. See how they hang their heads? They just let their head hang down. Oh, till the dog wakes them up, screeching. So yeah, we're kind of discussing doing that. Chris could take them in one at a time and see what happens. I think once a few of them are in there together, they'll be fine, because they seem to always stick together, whether they're outside or in here. It's funny, Chris closed the big door, so they're all coming back in here and going in this way. They probably were going to the big door and thinking, what the heck? It's closed. See, I can hardly tell these ones in size from her. My little favorite hen. She's a nice docile one. I wonder if it'd be good to start with her. Roosters last, because they're not. This one here is a rooster for sure. His comb is really thick.
Hey!
She's yapping at Chris and pecked him. Maybe put her in first. She won't have any trouble defending herself. She's a little one too. She's looking right at him. Oh, she drew blood. Devil chicken. Or no, that's your leg.
This is that little tiny one, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks really small compared to the others.
It's okay.
She's grumpy. Or spunky, maybe. So I'm thinking if I go by the big door and open and close it as Chris takes them in, and put them on the lower rungs. Oh my goodness. There's a kerfuffle inside. Yeah. Some of these new ones, they really calm down when you pet them. My little hen likes to be petted. Look at Hazel, she's getting ready to go after this little rooster. Oh, look at the other babies turned around. I should get another picture. See, Chris put her down now, and she's staying there with him, letting him pet her. What number is she, Chris? Look at her number. Well, let me see if I can see it. Put my phone down. Oh, cute. She's number 2. Number 2. You're number 2. We gotta think of a better name than that. We like Star Trek, number 7 or 11 of 7 or something like that. There. You're a little sweetie. Maybe you were just pecking because you wanted to be picked up. Yeah. That's a good way to stay out of the soup pot. Yeah. Look at this one looking at the blood on your leg. There. You're a nice little chicken. She's a really dark one, eh? There. So that's number 2. We'll have to remember that.
She doesn't go away.
Yeah, she stays right there, doesn't she?
There. Good girl.
Don't peck me.
There. That's something.
Yeah. We're just waiting for some of the jostling to calm down inside. See, she's one of the ones that has like almost no comb, like my favorite little chicken. And this one has basically no comb. And then some of them have like the rest of the chickens. I think they're hens, except for this guy. This guy's a rooster. It'd be nice if we had 8 hens.
There.
Isn't that nice? She's a little sweetie. She just wanted to be petted. Isn't that something? We have spent a lot more time with these chickens than we did the original ones, so we're hoping they're going to be a little more like this. Isn't that funny?
You want to hold her?
No. I'd rather get the video footage. I've missed out on so much.
Her neck's really skinny.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. Half of them have like almost no comb. That one there has no comb. Oh, Hazel's gone to sleep. Her baby, the one baby's got its head back on its body, like turned around. Well, I guess we'll have to figure out a nice name for her. Or the nice little chicken. Or number 2. Yeah. Look at my hens sleeping. Oh, she was, till this guy jumped up. See if she stays there. Yeah, she's liking that, being petted. So there's 5 of them up there now. Hazel's got her head hanging down. She's asleep until somebody else comes close, and then she gets on high alert again. Especially if he comes near her. That one's a big one right there. I don't think so. I don't know. It's got big tail feathers, but its comb isn't very big. Yeah, Hazel's on. She started going to sleep and then waking up. Now that these guys are coming up, she doesn't want them up here. I wonder if you should take these ones and try putting them inside now. Yeah, she's asleep. Well, Hazel's gonna be on the attack now. I think maybe it'd be better to start putting them in there and then having them get their feathers pulled out every night by Grumpy there. Still looking higher. Look at, they're all looking up. So of course put my favorite little chicken in here. You can see how dark it is in there. So, yeah. Yeah. Oh, did she come out?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
So the one the first one he put in just came right back out. See, we were hoping they would just stay on the lower rungs. But they're immediately going over to where the other chickens are, which is not what we really wanted.
Window's open.
Oh dear. The window's open, so they might start catapulting out the window. But I think if we get 2 or 3 of the young ones in here and they can sit together, they might stay. That's what I'm hoping. You can hear squawking when he gets another one. Oh, Sadie's gonna drive me nuts barking like that. Uh-oh. Come on. Where are you? Oh, he's throwing them in the window. Okay. I'm just worried they're gonna go where the other chickens are and then there's gonna be a fight. Oh jeez, he's putting them all in the window. I'm gonna see if I can get closer so you guys can see. So now there's 4 of them. I don't know if you can see. The light's not good in here, and I don't want to turn the light on because it'll wake the other chickens up even more. Well, that was a big kerfuffle, and but the young ones are all in there now. Some of them were trying to get back out the door. So we closed that. There was a crack, so they were going to the light. But Chris put them, all 10 of them in there, and they are. You can hear how quiet it is now. The dog's not screeching either. But they're all quieting down. Some of them were still down on the floor. One was actually trying to jump up and push his way into the very top roost. So that one's not going to have any trouble trying to compete, I guess. But Chris is going to put those nesting boxes that we took from outside that they were all pooping in and sleeping in back in here, but up higher, and then put another roost above it, so basically as high as you can go in the coop. So that'll be lots of room for those other 10 to get up nice and high, and then I think everybody's going to be happy. So now Hazel has the roost outside all to herself and her babies. We've got it pretty predator proof here. I don't think anything can get in here, so I think she'd be fine. And then pretty soon she'll want to go back into the nesting box, the coop like Ruby did. So then it'll just be the 2 little ones, but they're already integrating into the flock really, really well, which we didn't expect to integrate the teenagers and them at the same time, but that's what they're doing. So they might just go into the coop when she does too. So anyway, I'm done for tonight. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share this video with your family and friends. And we'll see you next time.